said it was top secret. Asshole. Okay. See the fireworks in?
I've thought about it, and I think I'm doing everyone here a favor by ending this.
So what happens when you break the loop? Seriously, I want your theories.
Everything goes back to normal, obviously.
Normal. You have absolutely no fucking idea what will happen.
True, but I know one way to find out.
Dying isn't the end. Reprise is one of the powers you can unlock. It allows you to die and rewind twice before the loop restarts. You have also seen Carnesis, that allows you to yank enemies around and shift the short-range teleport.
Hey! We killed you!
Colt, do you need my help?
Nah, I'm fine.
Does it keep getting yourself killed?
Can you stay still for a sec?
Fuck off, bitch! Deep ass piece of shit!
Here's where Colt died. You can absorb your body to regain Residium, a resource that allows you to save your favorite weapons and abilities between loops. Over time, you will build an arsenal of weapons, abilities and upgrades that you can mix and match between missions to suit your playstyle or the needs of a specific task.
Kurt's gone rogue! Are you kidding me?
Hope you're ready to...
We use the haptic feedback and the adaptive trigger of the PS5's DualSense controller to bring an extra layer of immersion to your experience. Every movement feels different, and weapons express their personality in the palm of your hands.
Very impressive. I'm clapping with one hand.
Don't stop there. Put them both together. The body count is gonna get high.
I need an invitation to Alexis's party. I found another way in. Through the window?
No,
On the cliff?
No, I'm not climbing on any cliff or window. Just shut up! Keep your eyes open.
There's always multiple ways to approach a target, and we just learned of one, a back entrance to the mansion. Conversations like this happen all over Black Reef, and it often pays to stop and listen.
Like, what?
That alert means your rival, Juliana, has invaded your game. Controlled by another player or the AI, she's the real deal. You'll have to be extra vigilant when she's on the hunt.
About time!
Wow. I didn't know you liked to party.
Ain't my style.
You're all business all the time, aren't you? What is your style, exactly?
Chit-chatting when I should be killing motherfuckers, apparently.
I'll smoke anywhere, man. I'll smoke at the doctor's office. I'll smoke at a funeral. I'll smoke when people are eating their breakfast right next to me. Fuck your friend. You know what I'm saying?
The wolves play a sick game. Whoever fails to impress the others with their evil deeds goes into the grinder and onto the dinner menu. Let's see if we can rig the outcome.
What? It's full!
What?
What's up, sluts? I cornered the manufacturing
It
rights-
could be Alexis, but it could also be another masked speaker. So let's hear him out and not take the shot.
There were deaths, lawsuits, whatever. Profits far outstretched our small legal fees. We made millions that year. Cheap bastards who died, they could have afforded it. If it was important enough.
Arrogant,
to them, you know.
cruel, no regard for others? Yeah, that's definitely Alexis. Allez hop! Alexis just dropped an upgrade to the Carnes's power and a hefty dose of Residium. Time to get the hell out of here.
Train for this! Ah, what are you doing up there? Loading! Hey, over here! Find it!
Why wasn't I invited?
Duck and cover!
You gonna call me like this all the time, Julie?
Juliana.
I give approximately 0 fucks about what you call yourself.
But you did. Once.
Orphix fields will be scattered.
The Orphix fields will be scattered deep in the ship. Goddess can help you triangulate them.
Quiet!
I'm only trying to...
I don't need your help. Switch off.
Please excuse orders. Observation. A power field requires a power source. Ordis wonders what we are getting into.
You shouldn't have come here. You have ruined us both.
Teshin, are you
Losing it.
feeling unwell?
Ordis.
Yes. Would you like me to deface that for you? Swing away, Teshin.
The devil sends their relic to do the deed. But then, we're both relics, aren't we, old man?
Too easy. For the Queens.
You are so close! Detonate near enough, and your brothers shall live to fight another day! That's it! Detonate at the base of that bloated contract! For glory! Salute you once at a time. For the Queens! For my brothers.
Don't be afraid. I know you. I feel it. It's time. Summon your devil.
The way of the spirit, pure stealth. This has been the very core and the essence of Aragami as a franchise. In Aragami 2, we push the boundaries of what the player can do with its movements, abilities, and the use of powers. As a spirit, you don't want to be seen or kill anybody. And to be able to do this, you have to use the environment in your favor, as well as moving fast and cleverly. With a completely new character movement set, you will feel like a true ninja as you move through the environment. You're now fast and agile, and your powers will give you an extra edge to fight or flee combat with mastery. To enforce the agility and sense of powerness, the Shadow Essence has evolved into a stamina system that handles the character's endurance when moving and performing special actions, like the Shadow Leap, for example. Now you can navigate through the map faster and in a more responsive way. And this will come in handy, since maps in Aragami 2 are much bigger than in the first game, and there's loot, collectibles, and blueprints for you to find. Jump, double jump, use shadow leaps and dashes, hang and climb from ledges, use covers to hide from enemies' eyes. And, of course, use the shadows. Be creative and find multiple ways to get through the enemy lines, like a true Aragami. As a ghost, control the shadows at your will and make your enemies fear what they cannot see. Master the use of your shadow powers, fully committing to remain unseen. Shadow powers are key to the Aragami series and one of its unique elements. Use Shadow Pull for pulling a nearby vulnerable enemy towards your position and triggering a knockout. Use Warp Strike to teleport close to a vulnerable enemy and trigger an automatic assassination. And we have some classics back, like Silhouette, to create a decoy made from your shadows to distract enemies around. Or Wraith, which allows you to turn invisible for a short time. And, of course, the Shadow Kill, the iconic shadow power of Aragami. But we'll leave this one for you to discover. There's also special items that can be used when going on stealth mode, like kunais and amnesia needles. Both are great tools to maintain distance and neutralize targets silently. In Aragami 2, there are 8 shadow powers, along with 16 passive abilities, and each one of them can be upgraded, adding extra customization and variety. Each mission you complete gives you experience points, depending on your performance. As you obtain experience, your Aragami will level up, earning ability points that you can invest into unlocking new abilities and shadow powers. Sweep away your enemies and discover the limits of your own powers by unleashing the wrath of a demon. As a demon, you won't leave anyone alive. This is the way of the aggressive Aragami, choosing direct confrontation over coverness. The combat system in Aragami 2 was built from the ground up, being a completely new addition to the series. While in the first game there was no way of fighting back, now you can engage in bloody sword fights with your enemies. Whether because you're spotted and need to defend yourself, or you choose to face them straight on, the call is yours to make. When you think of a ninja, you probably have a clear image in your mind. An agile and skillful assassin that uses evasion and quick attacks instead of brute force. And we thought this was in fact the best approach when designing the combat system. Take advantage of your character's agile movement together with explosive touches in any direction and lightning attacks of several combined blows. Master the technique of parrying to seize the opportunity to deflect and counter enemies' attacks. Stamina is key in combat. Use it well if you don't want to receive damage. Draining your enemy's stamina in combat will make them vulnerable to your attacks. Use simple and heavy attacks fastly to reduce the opponent's stamina bar and perform a critical attack, reducing their life bar significantly. And finally, trigger a combat execution when their life bar is low. Enemies will attack in groups and at the same time, and they will not wait for their turn, causing the player to evaluate each confrontation carefully. The AI upgrades in Aragami 2 will challenge you. Enemies can now chase you through the environment, climbing walls and jumping between rooftops, as well as coordinating to look for you in groups. You'll face different types of enemies during your adventure, and you'll have to adapt your playstyle accordingly. You may be able to get rid of blades easily somehow, but don't underestimate them in groups. And be careful with the Scorchers, they can spot you from far away and attack you from a distance. Think it twice before confronting a Warforged as, well, its own name can give you a clue. There are more enemies you'll face in Aragami 2, but we don't want to spoil the surprise. Just expect the unexpected. Today, we've shown you an overview of Aragami 2 stealth and combat features, but there is more to see soon, so stay tuned. Aragami 2 comes out September 17. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to wishlist the game if you like what you have seen. See you next time!
It was 1944. Our orders were to liberate the Italian city of Gita. Taking the beach was our first objective. Shells were raining down on us as we rushed toward the German fortifications. The German bunkers were overlooking the entire beach. And once we were in range, we hit them from both sides. Once the first bunker collapsed, the defense opened up. After securing the beach, we were told to take a nearby Flak 88. Blowing up the artillery was the only way we could hold our position. We accomplished our mission, but not without losses. And this long day had just begun. While we led the main front, they dropped in paratroopers to stop any German reinforcements. They never saw them coming.
Cut him down! Covering fire! Take out that target!
Caught in the open, They never stood a chance. The outskirts of the city were now ours. We set up a forward base, urgently building a triage center for the wounded. We rallied together and prepared for the final assault. We made our way toward the city square. They were expecting us, but we were one step ahead of them. Even with the help from the British, we knew this was going to be an uphill fight. German troops were gathered in the main square. We didn't expect that level of resistance. Under heavy fire, buildings collapsing around us, and for a while, they had the upper hand. But we kept on pushing. We managed to hold the position long enough for air support to arrive. The city was ours, but our fight in Italy had only just begun.
Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good